Summer of 2024 was my motorcycle summer. I bought my Honda Rebel. It was a 2020. I bought it for my friend Sandy back in 2021, and she was the perfect little starter bike. I found the Litas, which is an all-women moto collect. And so for 4th of July, there were just two of us, plus me, so a total of 3 who rode up to Virginia City for the parade, which you are seeing the footage of here. These 2 girls were just voracious for the candy and constantly screaming candy. And there's this one parade float that reminded me very much of Mary Poppins, when the guy would release the cannons every hour or day or 12 hours, whatever it was. After the Virginia City morning, I went home, showered, changed, and got ready for the Reno Aces 4th of July game. Came for the game, and this is the game. You know, quote unquote, all the book talk, book girly stuff. We didn't actually end up sitting here. My seats were actually a little bit closer to home plate. I got my section confused, so I ended up going with my friend Kayla. And for this game, the ball delivery was delivered by a guy and a dog. Now that it's, a year and some later, I don't recall the title, but it was really cool that they dropped the man and the dog out of the helicopter, as you'll see here, but it was pretty freaking cool. Kudos to this dog for being trained to just be chill coming out of a helicopter. And then running in towards home plate to deliver the ball. And then the ball was pitched by the guy in white. I don't remember what his title was. And then the helicopter circled and then came back over the field and was displaying the American flag. And spoiler alert, we won the game. So that was pretty freaking cool. The fireworks show after the game was just that much more exciting and worth it and just really freaking awesome. So let's go Aces. And about a month later, I met up again with the Litas and we rode to Minden, Gardnerville area and went to the cutest little breakfast place that they had. It's called Kokomo's. Service was absolutely fantastic. The food was fantastic. Ambiance was very kitschy and cute. It's really awesome to hang out with the Litas. As you can see, it's just a variety of women of all ages. Here's my breakfast. And then we ended up riding up to Lake Tahoe. And then I think this was just my phone footage on the phone mount. So not super stable. And this is us, I believe, riding back down the mountain. So I just flipped the camera here and you can see me. Then a couple weeks later, I met up with the Lake Tahoe Litas for Truckee Thursday, which is a cute little, essentially like a farmer's market in Truckee, California. So here's just a couple pictures of my Honda Rebel. I did end up selling her towards the end of last year with the hopes to upgrade. So my Biker Babe era is not over, it's just on pause. I believe it was a full moon or almost full moon. And then here is just some footage of all of our bikes together. I can't wait to get another bike and continue riding with the Litas. Then the very next day, Friday, I met up again with the Reno Litas, and we rode out to a secret spot near Graeagle and did some cliff jumping. So I hadn't been cliff jumping since like 2008, and I seriously thought I was going to never come up. It felt like I was in the water a very long time after I jumped in. A little bit of hesitancy jumping off the ledge, but yeah, it felt like forever to come back up. You could see my arms just flailing, but it was the coolest little secret spot and didn't get sunburned, so that was pretty cool. It was a pretty steep hike up and down, and then we will break for dive bars. So we stopped at this cool little dive bar, checked it out, and then we went down the road just a little bit farther to an awesome little burger joint place. I don't recall the name of it, but I ended up getting mozzarella sticks and onion rings because that's what sounds good, and a shake as well. Then again, a few weeks later, we rode in the Reno Pride Parade, so we met up and decorated all of our bikes. I used glue dots to secure these little gnomes to my saddlebags, and then we were stopped by a train trying to get to the starting point of the parade. Then the parade started, and it was cool just to cruise up Virginia Street. I don't have a very loud bike, so while the rest of the girls were revving super loud, I pretty much not burnt my bike out, but my bike was very, very toasty. Every couple of streets, they had a little announcer station where the announcer read off a little bit about the Litas. So here's just some footage of us riding down Virginia Street, and then we parked. Then we hung out in Wingfield Park and just explored all of the booths that were set up, checked out the vendors, and had a really great day. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, especially subscribe so you never miss a video from this catch-up series, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!